The skies above Lustria and the Southlands teem with life. Insects the size of a horse swarm in numbers large enough to blot out the sun, while enormous flying reptiles glide on the equatorial breeze. Pterodons and riperdactyls are among the largest airborne vertebrates on the jungle continents, though the elusive winged serpents known as coatls are larger still. These are the skies of an age long gone, its inhabitants extinct throughout the rest of the Warhammer world. Despite this seeming stasis, however, not all of the land's primeval inhabitants have survived to the present day. The fossilized remains of titanic animals long extinct can be found throughout Lustria, testifying to the continent's even more terrifying past. These ancient bones carry great power within them, and the local Lizardman will occasionally turn them into magical artifacts. The Blade of Ancient Skies, one of the most wondrous weapons in Hexawaddle's treasury, was crafted from one such bone. Just like the Mask of Heavens, the Blade of Ancient Skies is one of the two badges of office held by Hexawaddle's Master of Skies. The weapon is carved from the petrified jawbone of a monstrous, aerial predator that died out in ages past. The remnants of its teeth, despite being fossilized, remain incredibly sharp and durable. These form the blade's serrated edges. The fossilized mandible, remarkably dense for a bone that once belonged to a flying animal, seems to retain some of its ancient talent for plucking prey from the air, as it strikes with supernatural accuracy against other flying creatures. In addition to that, the creature's razor-sharp teeth lets the Blade of Ancient Skies cut through even hell-forged armor and draconic hides as though they were unprotected flesh. This makes the Blade of Ancient Skies perfectly suited for the Master of Skies, as its wielders have been routinely tasked with slaying airborne enemies of the Lizardmen. Harpies, manticores, and even dragons have met their end at the Blade's tender mercies, their natural defenses reduced to naught by the Blade's supernatural powers and the Skink Chief's martial prowess. At this time, the Blade of Ancient Skies is held by Tiktaq'to, Hexawaddle's current Master of Skies, and one of the most distinguished skinks to ever hold the title. He uses the blade to great effect, carving red ruin through the Temple City's flying antagonists. In Total War Warhammer, the Blade of Ancient Skies is Tiktaq'to's legendary weapon. He begins campaign with it, and it's very nice. It gives +3 control in all provinces, ensuring you aren't dealing with public order issues for a very, very long time. That alone is pretty sweet, but its other abilities aren't bad either. It increases the leadership of Tiktaq'to's army by 10, ensuring your skittish skink ground forces don't break and run too quickly. The Blade of Ancient Skies is also part of the Terror of the Sky equipment set, alongside the Mask of Heavens, giving additional control in all provinces and increasing Pterodon, Riperdactyl, and Coatl speed in all your faction's armies once both are equipped. Finally, in both campaign and multiplayer, it gives Tiktaq'to the Blade of Ancient Skies special ability, increasing his melee attack by 15 and weapon strength by 20%, so long as he's in the air. Unfortunately, these bonuses disappear the second his claws touch the ground. That does make the Blade of Ancient Skies a bit situational. If you can catch an enemy in the air, he's an excellent duelist, capable of hitting way above his price point. He may not kill Malekith or Cawfrans, but he'll definitely get his value back. If you can't catch them while they're flying though, you've burned 200 gold for no benefit. If you don't anticipate getting into an aerial battle, do not bring it. However, if you are anticipating an aerial battle, why are you bringing Tiktaq'to in the first place? My advice is, if you've already spent the money on him, you might as well just spend the extra 200 gold to make sure he can do his job properly. That will bring our overview of the Blade of Ancient Skies to a close. I hope you enjoyed learning about it, and that this week-long focus on Tiktaq'to's equipment hasn't been wearing on anybody. I apologize for not talking more about the Master of Skies position within Lizardman society, but I feel like I gave a pretty good explanation for it in my Mask of Heavens video, so go check that out if you're curious. I give an even more thorough breakdown of the role in my Tiktaq'to character profile video that'll be dropping on my Patreon on September 1st. If you want to see that, the link is in the description. If you don't want to pay for the privilege though, you can wait until late December, and the video will be released for free here. Anyways, if you enjoyed hearing about the Blade of Ancient Skies, be sure to like the video and comment down below so I know that these in-depth, multi-week character breakdowns are popular with you folks. If you want me to do something like this with another character in the future, I'm always happy to take suggestions, so long as it won't take multiple decades to complete. I've got a full-time job after all, I can't do like a full Tyrion video that meets my standards in my free time, at least not in any timely fashion. As always, topic suggestions from my Patreon members will get extra weight, though it's still got to be something I can do with my current resources. That's all for today though, so until next time, this has been Sigmar's Chosen, signing off for now.